So hello, my name is Fitri Hakimi bin KAPLI. My matrix number is 01DDT21F2079. So today I want to present practical exercise 1, which is subject DFN50343 Enterprise Network. So the question is, messages that are generated by network device can be collected and achieved on a siloed server. The information can be used for monitoring, debugging, and troubleshooting purpose. The administrator can control where the messages are stored and displayed. Siloed message can be timestamped for analysis of the sequence of network events. Therefore, it is important to synchronize the clock across the network device with a network time protocol (NTP) server. In this practical task, you will configure Siloed with NTP so that the Siloed information is synchronized with the device status and the clock is set to be recorded. The Siloed server. The Siloed server must get the information from Siloed client, which is router. So in this assignment, we have four tasks, which is task one is cache and build the network. Task two, configure and display the basic configuration. Task 3, configure and display Siloed with NTP. And the last one, task 4, display the communication between devices. So for task 1 is cache and build the network. Refer to question. Question asks for, we need to draw network diagram based on the required equation, resources, and hierarchical network design. Must have physical and logical topology. And number 2, get IP address for the assessment from lecturer. And number 3, student need to create addressing and VLAN table for the network. The last one, build the network based on the diagram table. So over here we can see that I have put 3 router, 2 switch, 2 server, and 1 PC for client. So next, for task 2 is configure and display the basic configuration. For router 1, we need to enter the interface serial 0 slash 1 slash 0 and enter the IP address, which is 10.0.10.1, and subnet mask is 255.255.255.252, and then no shite. And next, enter interface serial 0 slash 1 slash 1 and uh, add the IP address 10.0.20.1 and subnet mask 255.255.255 and .252, and then no shite. And after that, uh, use command line console 0 and password Cisco login, and then login synchronous. And after that, use command line VTY 0 and 04 and password Cisco and login. And the last one is banner MOTD and hashtag. For router 2, do the same thing like router 1, which is we need to enter the interface serial 0 slash 1 slash 0 and put the IP address and then no shite. Same goes to the next thing we need to do is enter interface 0 serial 0 slash 1 slash 1, enter the IP address and then no shite too. And after that, enter interface giga ethernet 0 slash 0 slash 0 and put the IP address also subnet mask and then no shite. And then no IP domain lookup. So over here we need to create the password. Use the command enable secret Cisco line console 0 and then password. Put the password that we need to do. We need to put it like I will put Cisco and then login. So for line VTY 04 and the password is Cisco too and login. And then the last one is we need to use command service password encryption to make sure the password is encrypted. And banner, and the last one is banner MOTD hashtag authorized user. For router 2, do the same thing like router 1 and router 2, which is we need to enter the interface giga tenant 0 slash 0 slash 0 and then put the IP and no shit. And next, enter interface serial 0 slash 1 slash 1, enter the IP address and subnet mask and no shit. And the last one is enter the interface serial and then put the IP and subnet mask and also no shit. For task 3 is configure and display Siloed with NTP. So on router 1, router 2, and router 3, we use the same command which is service timestamps log that time msec, and next login host 192.168.10.5. The IP address on three router is the same IP address. So for NTP, must make sure have NTP master and NTP client. So use command in router 1, NTP server put the IP address which is 192.168.0.10.6, and then NTP update slash calendar. And on router 2, use the same thing also on router 3. Use the same command also and the IP address. So for task 4 is display the communication between device. For Silog server, uh, I use IPv4 address is 192.168.10.5. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is 192.168.10.1, and the DNS server is 0.0.0.0. So NTP server for IPv4 is 192.168.10.6. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and default gateway is 192.168.10.1. And then the DNS server is 0.0.0.0.0. For PC2, the IPv4 is 192.168.20.5, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Default gateway is 192.168.20.1, and the DNS is 0.0.0.0. And then over here we can see the ping, which is Silog server to PC2 is successful. NTP server to PC2 successful. PC2 and to NTP server is successful, and the last one is PC2 to Silog server is successful. So over here, this is in Silog server. Inside the services, we can see over here is time, host name, and also the message.